All right, we're in Oklahoma. We have a little problem. We were the last truck that loaded at this onion place, and we told them we could haul 20 pallets, and they squeezed 21 on there. They put one single pallet on the front. The second pallet down is one single pallet. So they put 2 pallets here on the front. They put a single pallet here, and then they pushed everything back. They always try to put extra weight on there because they're paying. In California, you have to have these tires closed, and they hate when you have this extra room back here and they can't put no weight on there. So if they put 20 pallets on like we told them, then this would actually be right here. So that one pallet pushed it back this far. So imagine them with the from there all the way back is not used, and they're trying to now if California didn't have that rule, the bridge law, we could slide these tandems all the way back and they could fill this whole trailer up. We can haul 50,000 pounds on this trailer with the axle split. But they are in California, so they got to go by California rules. They put 22 pallets on us last time, and we rode all the way across the country illegal, and we were able to get through the scales. We got stopped in Oklahoma, Becca did, just an hour ago, and she got a $200 ticket because they squeezed that one pallet on there. Now, I was sleeping when we were getting loaded, and when we were loaded and I came out, I noticed they had an extra pallet, and I went to tell them, you need to take that pallet off. There was one guy left, everybody else was gone. He said he didn't know English. No English. So we had a choice to make. Were we gonna roll like we were, or were we gonna wait there in the morning to get that one pallet off? If it was back in the day when I first started, I would have grabbed all that shit and I would have threw it on the ground and left, and they could have did my paperwork later. We tarped it anyway. We left California with our tandem spread. So the only thing we had to worry about was getting out of California without them giving us a bridge law ticket. Well, we got out of California without a bridge law ticket. But when we went across the scales in Oklahoma, we were 10,000 on our drives, or our steers. We were 35,800 pounds on our drive. We're allowed 34,000. We were 35,750, something like that, with our tandem spread. So they let us put the tandems together. We had to pay a $200 bond to get out of the scale. But if we hit another scale and we're overweight, we get another ticket. So we slid these up and we weighed it again, and we're 32,000 on the drives. We're 34,640 pounds on the back. There's nothing we can do. Becca just filled up, so she put 1,600 pounds on the front, but our problem is not there. Our problem's back here. So what I'm gonna do is these onions are 50 pounds a bag. they're 25 pounds a bag, the red onions. I'm gonna take some bags, which I'm actually gonna do the white onions. The back two are red onions. These up here are white onions. They're 50 pounds a bag. So I'm going to undo this tarp, get it back here, and I am gonna take off 12 bags, and I'm gonna put them up here up front. We have room where they put this one pallet. They put this one pallet, there's room right there. I'm gonna stack the bags in here, and that's gonna move that 600 pounds up front. Now see, by them adding this pallet, the one pallet we told them we didn't want, we wanted 20 pallets, that pushed the weight, that pushed all this weight from this pallet down. It pushed that weight back. So that one pallet pushed that weight to the back, and we're 600 pounds over back there. If they would have not put that pallet on there, which that pallet's probably close to 2,000 pounds, that would have moved the weight up. That would have moved that weight off of that axle. We have 4,000 pounds available on this axle. I'm sorry, 2,000 pounds, because we're allowed 34. So that's one thing you got to watch out for. You learn from that. We rolled the dice on it because we weren't going to stay till morning to get reloaded, but it's probably going to end up taking us a day anyway, because right now we're going to get to Queens, New York at 10 o'clock. This is probably going to push us into 12 o'clock. We'll still be able to deliver it on Monday, but it might ruin us getting a load out, because we have to come back across the George Washington, and I don't know if we're going to make it to a place in time to get loaded Monday morning. But I'm going to get going on this, and so I got to do this by myself. I was going to continue to roll. Some scales may let you go at that weight. If I was spread out, I've been spread out and gone across a scale 42,000, 43,000 pounds, and they just let you keep rolling. But with and that's because they have to add the axles up separately, and I think they're too lazy to do that. But with them together, it's real easy for them to read them together, and they're going to know that I'm 600 pounds over right away. I know most scales will let you be 200 pounds over, but not 6. So I know I have to move some, or I'm going to get me another ticket. We're going to get started. There's 100 pounds, there's 200 pounds, there's 300 pounds, there's 400 pounds, 500 pounds, 600 pounds. All right, so this is where we took them from. I actually took one layer. This is a second row back. I put the tarp back. These are 25 pound bags, so I would add a lot more of these to move, and where I'm going to put them, they'll fit a lot easier. I was going to take out one more bag to make it 650 pounds, but the way they interlock these things, it's really cool. They have them angled to the outside, and they kind of lock each other in. And I didn't want to take, I was going to take this bag out, but it looks like it'll take out all the support on this top row, and I don't want that sliding off on me. So I'm gonna pull this tarp back. I think it's crazy if I actually had someone want to write me a ticket, 40 pounds, but it can happen, man. I tell everybody that I trained, or my kids, there's two type of DOT officers you run into. You run into a DOT officer that'll be nice as can be and overlook everything and just talk to you and be the nicest person. And then you run into the person and you run, and most of those DOT officers don't know all the rules, you know, so they try to get you in and out of there and as fast as they can. They just want to show that they did so many reports for the week. But then you meet that officer that's by the books. I got stopped in Colorado the other day, and that lady went through our stuff 2.5 hours. Whoa! 2.5 hours she took, and she was trying to find everything that she could. And one thing I didn't like, which they can't do, if you're riding as a team and you're the person on the clock, the 10-hour clock, and they pull you over for inspection, you are the person that they can inspect, not the person in the sleeper. They're not supposed to mess with that person in the sleeper. The inspection is on you only. And she actually went to the truck, and I said I had my daughter. I was teaming with my daughter. I don't know if she didn't believe me, but she actually came to the truck and looked up in, and she woke my daughter up and had her go in her purse and dig out her license. And she was 21. She couldn't believe that she was 21 driving cross state lines, and because a lot of people won't do that. A lot of people won't hire 21-year-olds, and I don't know if she didn't believe me or she was just trying to find other tickets. Another time I was going to say something to her. I was going to be a real jerk about her, but she did find some things, and I thought I might have a chance of her just letting us go, or just giving us a warning on the things that we weren't going to pass. So I didn't say nothing to her about waking up my daughter, which I was really pissed off about. And she ended up throwing the book at me anyway. So I should have got in her grill. I should have stopped that. There was also another time where Brandon stopped, and he said he had a co-driver. They were inspecting Brandon, and this guy actually opened up the side door where Corey was sleeping, where his pillow was by his head, and he had a stick with a mirror, and he stuck it up in Corey's bunk and stuck that mirror in his face so he could see if that person was the person on the license. That is, oh, I don't even want to say what I would have wanted to do at that point. But if you are driving, you do get inspected. They are pulling your logs. They can only do the person that's on duty. They are not supposed to mess with the person that's in the sleeper. But these are 100 pounds of onions. I'm gonna gamble again on the 40 pounds. I'm not gonna run into that DOT officer that would actually give me a ticket for 40 pounds. Or should I pull? You know what I might do? I might pull one of these. Oh, these are 25 pounds. I'm gonna go with it. I got these onions now in the front, towards the front of the truck. All right, we're done. We got 600 pounds off of the back. 1,600, 600, and we got 600 off of the back, and we got it all locked down again, and I put it up here. This is where I had my single pallet. I stacked them up behind there with the space that I had, strapped it back down, put some extra bungees on there. They're should be good to go for the rest of the way. We should be legal. We are out. We'll see you on the next one.